They try to kick us off. They try
We
to kick
just
us
go
off here.
live. We live. There you go. We live. There it is. There it is. We live. There's issues from StreamYard to internet. We got issues all over, but it don't matter. Cause old country boy, look, I keep freezing every time I move. I like I'm freezing. Oh, get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Welcome one, welcome all to the longest consistently running podcast on Monday nights. It's time. Do you know what time it is? Check the clock. It's time for the real conversation with a twist of humor. We twisting, we humoring with the Louisiana country boy and my co-host, the little Diva, who's over there crunching on some popcorn.
I am, because I want to eat, but I can't eat till we get through. So let me tell you, I have something to start off the conversation with. Jobs, working at the job, and the folks you be working with. First of all, how was your weekend, country boy? You had your baby. Did y'all do anything fun, exciting?
Julie. My weekend was wonderful. That girl and ran me around. She was all in the backyard. She was, we done played hide and seek. We done played Go Find Me. She done went,
Go Find Me?
We had a good time.
What?
Girl, I don't know.
What is Go Find Me, country boy?
When she go hide and say, okay, now go find me. Then she had then we played outside, then she came inside, and then she wanted to build a tent, a fort, or whatever. And me and her have these long discussions about her and her forts. Because she always wants to build something, but she don't never want to put nothing back up.
Right.
So whenever she leaves, I got to be the one to pick all this stuff up. But the majority of the time, I don't. I leave it right there until she come back. I sure do. Well, that's actually what I did this time. She had built a fort in the living room with her blankets and her comforter and all that stuff, and left. And I came back. I grabbed all of that stuff and threw it right on her bed and walked and closed the door and walked right on out. So when she get back, she can clean it up. So no, it was really, really good. We went out to eat. We had a good time. She was kicking in her boots this weekend.
That is wonderful.
Kicking it in her boots. That.
She was kicking in her boots. Well, let me tell you.
And you know, it's so funny because. No, I was just gonna say it's so funny because when I guess this must be her place to go get some rest, because she get over here. And I'm telling you, like 8 o'clock, she been untapped out. I mean, like I like out. Like, okay, I'm going. I'm finna go. Like, I'm like, well, when you ain't here, you be up at 10. Yeah, when she ain't here, she be up and turning cartwheels. Now, when she get over here, it's like. I said, okay, this is where you come to rest. That's fine. Get your rest, baby.
I mean, she's tough. I tell people that when I fall asleep, at people's house, they say something about me falling asleep at their house. Tell people, if I fall asleep at your house, that means I'm very comfortable. But anyway, can you hear me?
I'm glad. I mean, yeah, I can hear you.
So, y'all, just a disclaimer, it's something going on with the country boys' internet. So we will be talking over each other. We're not arguing and we're not fighting over space and time. We just can't know when we don't. Yeah, something's going on with his internet. I'm glad it's your internet instead of my internet this time. So here's the thing. So I'm actually, let me tell you, I'm double doing double duty. I'm correcting, making corrections. The graphic artist is working on my flyers for the cruise, And so I'm making corrections and sending him corrections. And I need it done. I need him to get this done because we got to be promoting. But anyway, I'll tell you about my weekend. I'm gonna tell you about these people at the work. Not my job. We'll just say we're gonna talk about people at work, people at jobs. So for me, this weekend, what did I do? So on Thursday, I didn't do. Oh, Wednesday, I went to see the Eric Cortez playing at the, I was gonna say the Frosted Nickel. I went to see him at the Frozen Daiquiri place over in Third Ward. I can't remember the street name, but he played often with this band, and it was really good. I met the football player Rodney Hampton. Didn't know who the man was, had no idea. And then after he came over there, and I was kind of like, ooh, just go away. I'm just here to be by myself. I'm just chilling. Because I went with my two girlfriends, but they left before. I wasn't ready to go when they were ready to go. So I stayed behind. And my, like a family friend, like cousins to our family, they were still there. So I wasn't worried about being there by myself. But I was just sitting at the bar. And here he kept coming. And I'm like, I'm chilling by myself. But then the band says, oh, we got a legend in the house. I'm looking around. I wonder who that could be. They said Rodney Hampton. And he had told me his name was Rodney. I was like, yeah. So he is the legendary from Cashmere High School legend. You know who he is? You heard of him?
I heard of him. I don't know him. I ain't never met him.
He played for the New York Giants. And he went to the Super Bowl. Anyway.
Yes.
I met Rodney Hampton. He also owns A Better Bail Bonds. I need to write his name down and ask him to be a sponsor too. While we talk about sponsors on the other line,
not now.
Why?
Look, not now. You had him because.
Don't worry about how I know how to get in touch with the man. I know how to get in touch with him, but I know how to find folks if I want to find them.
No, anyway. I said, look, I say you had him. You had him right there, but you was like, I just want myself. What? Because I don't want you trying to flirt. If you want to just have a little conversation, but you was flirting with you in the presence. Yeah.
Anyway, so that happened on Wednesday. Thursday, I believe I stayed here. I don't think I did anything Thursday. And then Friday, I don't think I did anything Friday. I don't know. Saturday, Friday, I didn't go to work. I did stay home. I didn't go to work Friday night. And then Saturday, I met my sister at 3710 to go see Sam Brown. He's another person that's going to play on the cruise. I went to see him and his band. And that was nice. It's always nice hanging out with my sister. And her friend Andrea came with us. And then they wanted to go around to Dreams, which ain't my gig. It ain't my ministry on a Saturday night. I go there on a Thursday because it's a little bit more age appropriate music for me because I'm an old lady. What Eric say? I'm a young man, but I like old school music. I'm an old woman and I want old school music. But anyway, so that was really nice. But I left them there and I had to go back to the old people in 3710. But get this, my sister had told her we were going to 3710. And the girl and her friend said, girl, ain't nothing in there with people in wheelchairs and walkers. I said, girl, I ain't never seen, I don't know what she talking about. I ain't never seen nobody in no wheelchair walk up and down. Why I walked in the door. Somebody, and no offense with anybody with wheelchairs and walkers, y'all, but the point was, I've never seen anybody that walked in and there was, I said, y'all, somebody would have got a scooter. And she said, and that one on a walker. I was like, oh.
Wow.
So anyway, I had a good time listening to my friend Sam Brown sing his ass off. And so it was fun. But let's talk about, and then yesterday I did something very special. I was very, somebody that I actually think is amazing. Y'all know I like to cook and I ain't the best cook. And I'm not the best cook because when I cook something messed up, I be mad and I be hurt. But I did cook a meal for a special friend of mine. And we had a very good time. And I was actually proud of myself that I cooked. I actually made a plate. Not saying I don't make plates. I even made a plate. You clapping for me?
What?
He's
Well,
he's a special
I
he's
get
a
that.
special he's a special guy. So I don't have a problem with treating somebody special when they've treated me special. So anyway, moving on to the people at the job.
Well, all
Country
right
boy,
then.
the people at the job,
That's a heck of a segue.
from being a very special man to no, a very special, handsome, cute.
That's. I'm just saying, I mean, that look, that's a heck of a segue. You just segued
I
right
just
on
stayed
into that
away.
one. I don't.
Well, I went
Man,
from
all
what
right,
I
go
did on the
ahead.
weekend on to and I didn't go nowhere afterwards. I went on to bed. But anyway, so let's segue on way to the people at work. So here's the thing. There was somebody, I told you about my cousin that said she hated me, and I was telling you I would feel better if the person just apologized, right? So I understand
Yeah.
what you mean now when you say, what would the apology do? I needed it, but I had to do that same thing to somebody that I didn't want to apologize because I felt like I felt. So the guy at work, let me tell y'all what happened. Country boy already knows. So for some reason, my freaking phone, since this update, it picks up what I be saying. So I was talking to a special friend, special, amazing, handsome friend, and it picked up my conversation that I was having with him, a private conversation. And it was loud, like we were going down the elevator and I'm talking. Well, it picked up everything I said, and I happened to be talking about one of my coworkers and something he did. Well, not only did it record, I usually see it recording what I'm saying, and I stop it. Well, this day I dropped it in my pocket and it sent to the 5 people on my team. I was like, oh my God. But anyway, I moved on, forgot about it. One of my coworkers that told me it happened. It's like, hey, ain't nothing I can do now, whatever. So fast forward to last week, my boss had told me, hey, did you send something to your coworkers talking about one of your coworkers? I was like, I did. I waved a red, white flag. It was me. I did it, whatever. He said, oh, did you say something crazy? I said, well, if you're asking me, did I call him a snitch bitch? No, I didn't do anything crazy because I didn't call him that. Might have said that he was a what do you call it? What do I call that man? A brown nose. I might have said he was a brown noser, but that's it. I said, but it was an accident. I was having a private conversation, and it picked up and it sent. So I told him, but whatever you have to do, if you need to write me up, if you need to whatever, well, fine. Well, today he came and was like, I gotta say something. La, 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 la. That's okay. Well, whatever. He said, well, I'm sending it to you. But then he said this. Would you consider apologizing? Would you consider apologizing? I said, I thought about apologizing a while back, but I meant what I said, and I'm not sorry. I'm sorry for it. And then what I was about to say, I'm sorry for him hearing it that way, but I ain't sorry because I meant what I said. Then I said, okay. I said, I will apologize. That's fair. I will apologize because you're asking me to, but also because I can, in my mind, as I'm apologizing, I could be apologizing that you heard it. I won't say those words. That's what be playing in here. I'm apologizing because you heard it. I hate that happened. So I did today, but I actually sent it to, since the whole team got it, I sent it to the whole team. It's 4 of us. And I chat GPT and everything I want to say, and they put in a really nice thing. And I apologize to the group first, him second, and then my boss for having to even deal with something this minute. And then, I said, hopefully we can move forward in a positive manner now. I didn't feel good after I sent that. And I know that that's wrong. Right? Are you going to sleep on me?
I'm just listening.
I'm seeing your eyes closed.
I'm just gathering information.
So I feel like I called a friend of mine. So I called a friend of mine, my girlfriend, and she was saying that you did your part. The part that you have to do, because I'm always saying at the end of me, you always talk about that at the end of the day, it's about what I did. And even though he didn't hear it, it hurt him. And then it wasn't my intent, but he heard it. She said, so you did your part. It's time to move on, let it go. And I'm doing that. But it's just the fact that the other part about this is that coworker does a lot of talking about me as well. I only did it one time, but he talks about me all the time. And I guess because no, I don't say anything, he doesn't get in trouble. Why I'm in trouble? So go ahead and go. Tell me, go and give me your lecture.
You asking?
Huh?
First and foremost, why would you first and foremost, if it's not something you believe in, why would you do it? If you don't believe
My
in
boss
it, then
wanted
what
me
good
to.
is it? Then that was a
Huh?
hollow apology.
It was.
That okay, once more again, that's a hollow, that is hollow. It means
I don't like your computer acting like that. You can't give me your lecture straight.
nothing because it's not what you wanted and not what you believe and not what you come out. Huh? When those come
Huh?
out, it's like this. It's like when that's like you receiving an apology knowing it's not sincere.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. If it's not sincere, then if it's not from the depths of you, then why do it?
Mm-hmm.
And if you wanted to do it, then be honest. I do apologize. The things I said,
Mm-hmm.
whether it was I meant to say what I said, I just didn't mean for you to hear it when you did. You know, what's that thing they say? Are you a pilot? You know, when you're in a relationship, what's that they be saying? Are you saying I'm sorry because you got caught?
Right.
Or are you saying you're sorry because you meant it?
Mm-hmm. Well, my thing, what I did believe in,
You know,
though,
because that's
Country Boy, what I did believe in was apologizing that he heard. Because was I sorry for that? Yeah, that's why I was telling you. I did say that in my mind, like, I hate he heard it. So that's what I went with. I
yeah. You
didn't.
see, you said that in your
My
mind. Did
boss
you
brought
tell
it to
him
me
that?
like that. Like, how would you feel if your coworker said whatever they said? And I said, I mean, I do know they said something about me. They talked about my money because I didn't want to get them $100 for a gift. So I did. They did. I did. They ain't came and apologize for me for that yet. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's just me. I mean, that's just why I apologize for something that is not that you're not being sincere about. Um, and if you wanted to, I mean, I'm apologizing that what I said hurt you. Um, what is that they said? I'm trying to remember because I got in trouble for this. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it is I have an apology and being sorry. I think that was the two. One and somebody once said that the two are not the same. Being sorry for doing something and apologizing for doing something. You know, an apology sometimes is just that. I mean, and I get it. I get it in the business world that you have to and make these
Right, and
things.
that's what it was. It was more on the professional side of things for
But you
me
also
to.
have to
I'm sorry.
no. I get that. I mean, and I get that aspect of it.
Yeah.
And even that, I mean, I wouldn't take it as for me. Again,
Mm-hmm.
if the person had a problem, then I'm not. If the person had a problem, then I will go to the person. I ain't got. I'm not going to be sending this to a million people. I don't care what they heard. If this person had a problem, then my job is to go to that person. Is there an issue? Huh?
I saw it was only 4 of
Yeah,
us.
I don't care. I mean, but you get what I'm saying? All those. Yeah, but what about them? I mean, you know, they gonna think the way that they think. The apology
Yeah,
was
but they didn't
not
even say nothing back.
it for me. That's just me.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do it, it should have been directed to him. It should have been a conversation between you and him. I don't care what them because they're gonna think what they want to think anyway. At the end of the day, their opinion about you ain't gonna change whether you apologize or not.
Well, here's the thing on that. I thought about going to him, but that would have been tough for me. It would have been tough for me to go look that man in his face and say that because he was gonna go back and tell them anyway. So I just beat him to the punch and told everybody. figured I saved him some time. But listen, Linda, listen. Let's see.
Listen, Linda.
Listen. So this is what I said. Dear team, I want to take a moment to sincerely apologize for the accidental voicemail you all received from me a few weeks ago. Although it was a personal conversation outside of work, I recognize that it was unprofessional and may have had an unintended impact. That was never my intent, and I deeply regret any hurt it may have caused. Whoever this boy's name is, with a sincere heart, I especially want to apologize to you for any hurt feelings this may have caused. Regardless of the intent, I acknowledge that you heard it, and that matters. And to my boss, I also want to extend a special apology to you. I know you have many responsibilities, and I regret that you had to be involved in this situation. I take full responsibility, and I truly appreciate your leadership and understanding. I appreciate each of you, and I hope we can move forward positively. Thank you for your time and understanding, Trina. And the only people said so. The man responded and said, "Hello, Trina. Thank you for taking the time to address this. I appreciate your effort. Now that bothered me. I appreciate your effort to take accountability. I accept your apology and hope we can move forward with a positive and collaborative spirit." We could have did that before I apologize. But anyway, looking forward to continuing our work as a team. Best regards, his name. Now, I feel you when you said I should have told everybody because nobody else responded but my boss and him. They didn't say nothing. But they the one stirred up the mess. They the one did all the stirring of the pot. But anyway.
Don't matter.
In the professional side of things with my boss, I do like my boss and I respect him very much. And I did hate that he had to be involved, right? So when he asked me and said what I consider, he didn't tell me I had to. He said what I consider. So I considered, and even though I've been rebelling on that thing that my parents have made me think that I'm supposed to do all the time, be the bigger person, I said, you know what? Let's just be the bigger person. Let's just get it over with. The problem with that is since I've committed myself to not doing that anymore or like that, it's bothering me. I mean, I'm good and I needed to do it for a professional. I need my coins. So apologizing.
You were on the fence. Your apology was on the fence.
Yeah.
How it read, this is how it read. It read was basically, I said it in private and you overheard it. But since now you done overheard it, I got to say these words. That's what it sounds like because you said, well, it was a private conversation. So anything you said after that, so that's why
maybe that's why he said you were tempted to apologize.
That's why he said.
Well, no, the write-up I got, the write-up that's put in my write-up.
That's why he said that.
But my write-up said that though. My write-up said, although it was a private conversation, it was sent to the team. So that's why it's considered unprofessional communication with your teammates. Because my boss said it like that even though you didn't mean for it to be seen, it was a private conversation outside work, was my thing. They talked about me on the clock and at work. Why they ain't getting no write-up? That's all I am tit for tat and I am petty. But anyway, that is my wonderful day. The incident that happened to me that has my mind just saying, I don't do that. I don't want to do that. And now I gotta go look at him because he's feeling like,
and
he probably beating on his chest. Yeah, she apologized now. Yeah. How y'all do it? How men do it? I don't want to hurt myself, so.
Nope. He ain't doing none of that at all.
You don't know this guy. You don't know him. He is that kind of person.
He said, he looked at it and said, girl.
That ain't.
Did you read what he said?
That ain't what he said.
Did you read what he said? Your attempt.
I heard what he said. Of taking accountability.
Okay.
You know, to be honest, I don't.
Your
Whatever.
attempt.
We
You
could
ain't
have
really
moved
do
forward without my.
it.
We
But
could have
it's
moved
cool.
forward without my apology. We could have moved forward without my apology. What we could have did. But it's okay. I just had to get that out to
You
somebody
did
else.
that.
Huh?
You did that.
But I had to. I need my job.
You did that. They didn't make you do that.
I ain't found. I have not found my Prince Charming to come and take me or sweep me away, and I don't pay no bills. I got bills all by myself. Bills, bills, and bills. So I gotta. I had to
It's
just take one for
2025.
the.
You gonna
Had to take one for
look,
my team.
it's 2025. You gonna have some.
Gonna have a whole bunch of bills.
Hey, it's 2025. You gonna have some more.
Have some more. You sure right. Unless I find Prince Charming.
2025. They ain't going down. They finna go up.
Boy. So what did you think?
But
What did you think?
and I get what.
No, go ahead.
What I think about what? No,
I want you to finish that sentence because this is a different
jobs
topic.
and people. You know, I. Oh, what's topic? What's sentence?
No, I was letting you finish what you had to say before I change the subject.
What sentence? Which one you want me to finish?
You were saying something when I started talking. Okay.
Oh no, I was gonna say as far as jobs, I do understand that, and I do. No, that was it. It must be the delay. It's the delay. It's the delay. No, I was just gonna talk about jobs and people and how people.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Look, go ahead. Go ahead. You know it's internet issues. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want you to finish.
Are you going? Look, are you going? I'm going.
You.
Look, I don't even know where I'm finna start at. Good Lord. I'll finish it up talking about jobs and people and jobs and work. You know, especially now. I mean, for me, I just roll in and do what I do and I roll out. You know, it is sometimes people and maybe in even with your situation, sometimes people have this thing about power and position and they want these certain things and people just I don't know. This for me, we all in this thing. Look here, we all trying to go out there, do what we got to do, and come on back to the house. That's how I look at it. If you want to be the biggest fish in the water, baby, you can be the biggest fish. I don't care. I ain't caring about none of that. So that's just me. That's just how I feel about it. I ain't caring about none of them. If I offended you by what I said, then
I agree with all of that. And it's just I do go to work most days now because it's just, and I hate saying that because in my group, there's a lot of younger people, younger than me, even though I look the youngest. I am the oldest. And sometimes that plays a part in some of the ways that they act towards, unfortunately, they don't know that there's a law, a discrimination law that I be thinking about you pulling. But I won't do that. But anyway, no, going to work is hard. I try my best to just really, I told my boss today, I really just back off. I will shrink all the way down. I will give y'all that space because I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with no drama. And I talk a lot. I'm very friendly. I like talking to people, but you'll see me at work, not say anything. We had a meeting this morning. I didn't say nothing because I back off. Because when it becomes a point to where everything you say, there's something wrong with somewhere up in there, and you become the common denominator, I just choose to just, and I'm like that in real life too. If some friendship or whatever is not working out, like with women, especially women friends, I just I don't want the confrontation. If I try to talk to you, there's going to be a big thing, blow up, whatever. So I don't really try to do that. I will back off. And don't get me wrong, in a romantic relationship, I talk, communicate, but the relationships that don't really mean anything and ain't really doing anything for me, I don't need to have a conversation with you. I just back off. And you'll notice I ain't talking too much. I ain't calling you. You probably text me once or twice. I ain't texting you back. And at work, you will see me become, my mouth will be automatically shut. That's when you know something's wrong because you know I always talk. But I will, at work, I just shrink. He asked me that today, and I said, I just don't. What word did I tell him?
Well,
I just
I'm the total opposite.
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
I go to the other. I go to the extreme.
What?
I will sing. I will dance. I will be the loudest. I'll walk through that yelling. Just I sure will. I'm gonna try you.
Just make everybody think you crazy. Let me not bother him. Let's leave him alone.
I do. That's exactly what I do. I will skip. I will hop. I will just break out dancing. I sure will. Yep.
I just close off.
I run up and down the stairs just singing.
Nah, that's not.
I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you to the limit.
I just close off, and
I'm gonna be in my own world, like you. Just like but I'm in my. But I'm just like you. I'm in my own world. I'm in my own world. I ain't even. I'm in my own world. I'm just singing. I'm just. What was I singing today? Take me to the King. I was all up and down the stairs, just. Yeah, hey, they can hear me from the front all the way to the back. They come. Oh, hey, look, I'm telling you, that's it right there. I'm telling you, that's how I do it. That's how y'all want to act like. Let me tell you something. The one thing you can't run is this crazy fella right here. That's fine. You know what? Hey, and
another thing is
I have been in working.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Another thing about it is too. I usually just back off again because I don't want the confrontation. I don't want the trouble. To be honest with you, I really just don't want to be around y'all anymore. But I'm at work, so I have to. So I just do my thing. If you ask me a question, I'll answer. But that's really all I have to. Like I shut completely down. Like I want to have nothing to do with y'all. But I have to do it for work, so I'll answer your question. But otherwise, I'm right here. If I have to, the good thing is I don't work with them every day. Like I'm out in the schools every day, and on Friday is the day that I have to be there with them in this little bitty room with them. And it's like, but I have to be in the room with them and work for several hours around these people. But I just let them talk. And I'm okay with that. Because when I step off the sidewalk to go to my house, there are people in the room that love me.
I had that today.
Yeah, what?
I had that today. Let me tell you. I was sitting up there today, right? Mm-hmm. And something happened. I was just like this. And one of the guys walked up to me. He said, "Well, what you shaking your head for? What's wrong?" I said, "We just having a conversation." we just having a conversation. I said, "We just ain't agreeing with each other right now." And you know what he did?
What he do?
Walking. Like, you know what? Said, yep. There you go, buddy. All of it. All Look, when I come in, all 12 of us coming.
Miss Julie, you shut down as well?
I'm bringing the whole crew, baby.
Miss Julie, you say you shut down as well when it becomes that kind of I'm gonna say toxicity.
Yeah, I just but I think that's when you have to control that's when you have to control yourself. You know what that thing I always say is you don't allow somebody else to control your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, your energy. And
But you
for
can
me,
say that.
I'm getting back into mine when I do my singing, when I do my dancing, I do that. I mean, that's
Yeah.
it for me. I do that.
Right.
I get
Right.
back into my energy because I am going to huh?
I was
Yeah,
just saying, uh-huh.
I'm gonna blow mine out. I'm gonna light up. I'm gonna light up the whole building with my energy. Y'all come around here all and I ask them. Look, you know what I ask them? Let me tell you something. Sometimes I go in the morning and I say, I go in the morning time and they be having these
Uh-huh.
grumpy looks. And you know what I say? I say, now the good Lord done woke you up to see another day. How you gonna be mad?
I'm sorry, y'all.
And then I just continue doing what I'm doing. Oh Lord. Did you just leave? How you just leave? Oh my goodness. She that right there. Look, but that's just me. That is just me. I just refuse to allow anyone to control or to take over my feelings, my thought, my energy, my emotions. It's not gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. I'm just not gonna let anybody do it. I'm never. I've been there and I've been through that, but I will never give anybody the keys to my emotions. I will never give anybody the keys to be like, oh, I learned this. This was an old saying that they taught me a long time ago. Never let them see you sweat. Even if you are, never let them see you sweat. So for me,
Well,
I never let them see me
well,
sweat.
you don't have to see
Ever.
let them see they didn't they don't and let me just say this. I think it's a difference in never let them seeing you sweat. I think it's a difference in that and what I do as far as shutting down. When I shut down, I don't shut down to one. And when I said shrink, that may have been the wrong word. Um, I didn't let him see me sweat because I would have sweated had I fought against my boss. You know, hey, he asked me, he expects more, expected a maturity of me. And because he even mentioned that last week when I wasn't there, the guy came in and said, well, let's address the elephant in the room. And he was like, ain't no elephant in the room, but okay. So to keep the peace, he just asked me what I consider. And I appreciate that more than saying, I'm gonna need you to apologize. I appreciate he gave me the offer. I apologize, make this little man happy for however long he want to be happy. But the other thing is, for me, he's going to be on his P's and Q's because he do a lot of stuff and no one brings it up. So that can definitely flip back on him because now he's got to be careful about everything you do because you done told on somebody about whatever. Anyway, I've done my part. So now when I say you saying I shrunk, that is not the correct word because that's like I shrunk because I'm afraid or what I do is I back off and I shut down, meaning I'm through with y'all. I want y'all to be over here. The only discussion I want to have with you is about work. Don't ask me about my children. Don't ask me about my love life. Don't ask me about my business. Don't ask me about Jack. Do you need me to punch a number on this key for you on the keyboard? Otherwise, we don't have nothing to talk about. Oh, my day is bad. Oh, I'm so sorry. Tap to the tap, tap, tap.
Yeah.
And it's going to be so to where it won't be rude. It will be straight professional because I need to just keep you straight and professional because I see where you are. And that's everybody on that little team I'm a part of because they all, do little things. I mean, even thinking about, remember when we had the discussion about they wanted to donate $100 per person, which is 1, 2, 5 of us. That's $500 we're giving to our foster for a gift. I chose that my budget doesn't call for me to give $100 to a gift. It just doesn't. And then from there's a lot of conversation about me and what I'm doing with my money. I think that's unprofessional in the workplace. So I think for me, it's just anyway. I just shut down because I don't want to deal with it or them, and it also is my trust. My trust, the trusting is gone now. There's no trust there. Um, There's just no trust because actually that could have been a thing of
No, that's understandable. I mean, everybody has different.
Mm-hmm. That's it. The trust. Just knowing that the trust from that group.
Everybody
For
has a
me.
different way of handling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Now, Miss Julie, you
No,
said
that's totally
Miss
understandable.
Julie
And like
said
I
she
said,
said
everybody
she's
has
sorry.
their own way of handling whatever the. That don't work, Miss Julie. That don't work, Miss Julie. I don't be buying that stuff. I'll be buying Miss Julie. I ain't buying no wood nickels. Now, yep. There you go. There go the internet. It's doing what it want to do. Do what you want to do, Mr. Internet. I still ain't gonna upgrade. I promise you that.
Anyway,
We
it's
back
on
here?
the blessing of all of this, country boy, is I only have to see them people one day a week. That's the blessing.
There you go.
One day.
There you go.
And
there you go. That's see how that works. There you go.
Yep. Wiggly, wiggly, wig. What you doing?
Wow.
So before we get off tonight,
well, look here. I'm straightening up.
Before we get off tonight, let's talk about this really, really fast.
No, go ahead. I got bad internet.
I know. Can you hear me? I can't hear me. Oh gosh. We have a big delay. A long delay. All right, y'all. So we apologize that the internet on his is usually my side, but the internet on his side tonight is not working correctly. So we have a huge delay. But I actually just wanted to mention, I was hoping Country Boy and I could get into some conversation about Canada and the tariffs and all that. So we'll have to save that for the next time. But can you hear now? You don't know? Are you there?
What about the tariffs? What about Canada? What about them?
I was saying, did you see that?
What about Canada? I talk about Canada all day. I love Canada.
Canada fought back towards our tariffs.
Canada didn't fight back. Mexico fought back.
Canada came back later and said to
Mexico say, look here, let me tell you something.
But so did Canada today.
They all gonna come back. Hey, the only disappointing fact I will say for me personally is this. And I don't go one way or another. But the only disappointing fact is this, is that it shows the inability to stand on what you said. Now, instead of looking like you're this, you had all these people. Now you said you're gonna do this, that, and the other, and now you're kind of backing up because it didn't go. That's unfortunate because now that don't make you look strong. It actually makes you look weak. Like, you know what? Man, you do it, I'll do it. And it's a tit for tat. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, what's unfortunate is, and maybe he realized that it was not. Well, yeah, I mean, that's gonna, and I don't know why people thought that those are not going to. Let me explain what I do know. I don't know a lot about government, okay? But let me explain what I think I know. When you put a tariff on a company on goods coming into the country, okay, it is not the country that they came from that pays that money. It is the people that's bringing them in. Okay, let me make it Country Boy simple. Because I just figured it out.
We know that part, but who do you think they put the
If I am buying some wood, let me get there. Let me dance. If I am buying some wood from Canada, then I'm going to have to pay the extra 25% to get the wood. Okay, now when I got the wood, now I'm going to sell it to Miss Trina. When I sell it to Miss Trina, I got to jack the price up another 30%, not 25, okay, because I'm still going to get my cut off of it. So it ain't going up 25, it's going to go up 30. That's us. That ain't doing, and it ain't doing nothing to them over there because they ain't got to pay for it. We got to pay for it. And for some reason, it seems like there were a lot of people thinking like, oh, yeah. It's like, you're, when you go, have you seen the price of eggs in Mexico?
Mm-mm. I never have a reason to go to Mexico and buy eggs.
Mexico eggs. Mexico eggs are probably like 49 cents a dozen.
Like ours used to be.
49 cents. Yeah. And you come here and them eggs here is what? I don't even know how much an egg costs now.
The last time was $6.
And there has been, that's insane. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Them chickens doing it, boy. Chicken is big business. I might have to get back into the chicken business.
Well, you know they got some chickens over in one of the schools I work at.
Some chickens running around outside.
The school I work at, Gregory Lincoln, they got some chickens out there in the chicken coop. Gregory Lincoln. Don't come get our chickens.
How many they got?
How many I don't know, 3 or 4.
All of them.
3 or 4.
All of them.
Well,
they got some hogs over there.
Oh gosh, we have a long 4 years to go, country boy.
Yeah,
but we gonna be all right.
I ain't got no long 4 years. Y'all might have a long 4 years. It ain't gonna be long for me. It's gonna be the same 365 for me as it always been.
Why we gonna be the same 365?
Because it's gonna be the same.
Your baby has.
Why would it not be the same 365? It ain't gonna be 360.
Your baby's a chance your baby won't have free lunch anymore. It's a chance.
It ain't gonna make it no longer.
What do you mean it don't make it no longer?
I don't know. She got free lunch.
I'm saying it's a long 3 years. You know that's it's just a term.
It don't make it no longer.
And it's a long 4 years. Anything that's bad and things aren't going good, it makes it longer. It lasts long. Just like you like nighttime. You know how it goes. A week be long when you're having troubles and everything. It's a lot of trouble. I mean, you have to admit you can, but you shouldn't just. The world is not the same. It's never the same, but it's really not the same now, country boy. You can't not admit that there are some changes and some big changes that's affecting a lot of our people, your family members, and definitely your child for her future. And so you have to care about your baby, the things that can that she won't be eligible for in the future. Her wanting to go to certain colleges, and now they can say, "Oh, you can't go to that college." You know, that's the world. Your baby's not there yet. She's gonna grow up. Me, I'm happy because at least my child, thank God, she finished law school before they stopped some of the loans. I mean, if that ever gets passed, you know, that's going to affect your kid in going to college because she's going to need the money. You don't have thousands of dollars just to send her to college. So, yes, it's going to affect us.
I'm going to send her to TikTok University. I'm going to send her to Hillman. I'm sending her to Hillman University on TikTok.
I was on the phone with my daughter before we got on here. We were just having that conversation about that you know, some of those things even some of the grants and stuff that she may not, the stuff with Target, it makes her not be able to be in the mix anymore. But anyway, she was just saying that we were talking about something. We were just saying people don't understand. A lot of people just don't understand that DEI is not just something about Black people. But she was like, it is time for us to do something. Like, we can't just be sitting here. We need to figure out a plan of, no, we can't change what he's doing, but we can stand up and fight. Contrary to what you say, country boy, there are things that we can do. You know, look at where we got because of the people before us. Look at where we got because of your Martin Luther King, your Shirley Chisholm, all of your activists from back in the day. They worked so hard for people to just be like, oh well, to hell with it. In my opinion, that's just me. I think our ancestors were way too hard for us to just give in.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure thing.
And so even if you're not worried about it,
you ain't getting no debate from me.
Yeah.
You ain't got no.
Even if you don't think about it for yourself, think about it for your baby that's got to grow up in the world without the opportunities that you had. That's something that has always been important to my mom and my dad.
She can have all the opportunities.
That was always something important to my mom and dad. That's why they didn't teach us. They know now that it was an error, but they didn't want us to deal with all the stuff that happened back in the days in the 60s where all the prejudice and the racism was going on. So they didn't talk to us about it because they wanted us to know that we were okay with moving us into what they thought was going to help us have a better future, getting us out of where they were doing bad, horrible things, because they wanted us to have a better future than they had. You know, whether they cared about what they did, they always wanted their kids to have a better. And that's to me, that's most of us. Most of us want our kids to have what's better, and to be worried about what's happening in this world that's not going to give our kids the opportunities, even half the opportunities that we had, if we don't fight back. That's just my thought. So the clock on the wall says
I'm delayed over
9:07. Huh? So go ahead and close us out, country boy. I don't have anything. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm moving slow. I don't even know if you can hear me over here. You'll probably catch me next week. Because we got a delay. So you'll probably hit the end of the show next week. Like, he's serious.
Oh, I tell you what, Xfinity, all of y'all need to really play with us with this internet. We trying to have a show. Come on now. Love you too, Miss Julie.
That's how bad the internet is. It's moving so slow. It won't. The end of the show will be. It'll be next week. Anyway, look. Thank y'all so very much. Thank you, Miss Julie. I love you. Thank you, co-host, for a wonderful show. I don't know. Are you doing the show this week? Are you back this week? You're back.
I do.
Yeah, she's doing her love stuff this week. So y'all be sure and check her out with some love.
I believe I didn't say that. Let me go ahead and let me just throw that out there. Can you hear me yet? So y'all, Chat with Trina will be here this month. This month is my Black History of Love month. So I have couples on this month. I have Miss Juneteenth coming on this month. I have I have a couple. I have a huge panel. It's going to be a relationship panel. So I'm going to have at least 3 to 4 guys, 3 to 4 women, and we're going to go back and forth about some great topics that I have to talk about relationships and dating, because it is February. That's it. So y'all just watch for the flyer. That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all. Well, y'all be sure to check out my co-host and Chat with Trina. She's got Black Love Month, History, Love. I don't know. Something about love and black. I don't know. But y'all check her out. She's going to be showing love this month. So y'all be sure. And she's got Miss Juneteenth. Then she's got somebody else that's coming on. Old Country Boy will be back tomorrow night. I'll be back live 9 p.m. For Kingdom Purpose Radio. I think tomorrow night. What?
I forgot to talk.
You know I got a delay. You doing all that. You go ahead.
I forgot. I forgot. I forgot something. I forgot to say that I am now on.
Yes, you can't do the phone while we got a delay.
I am now on 105, the block, or the block 105, starting this Saturday at 2 p.m. So join me. I joined Country Boy. We're not gonna be together. He's already on that station, and now I'm gonna give it a try. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
There you go. There you go. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. And I may have an announcement coming up. Maybe Wednesday. I don't know. But tomorrow night, join me for Kingdom Purpose Radio. I think tomorrow night I'm going to talk about Samson and Delilah. I think that's what I'm talking about. I'm feeling Samson and Delilah. I think tomorrow night, Kingdom Purpose, we're going to talk about Samson and Delilah. Because I'm going to share this and then I'm going to move on to the next. Did you know everybody talks about Samson and Delilah, right? About Delilah cutting Samson's hair?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that Delilah actually was not the one that cut Samson's hair?
No, who cut his hair?
She was not the one. A lot of people assume like, well, Delilah, she did not cut his hair. She was actually the one that lulled him to sleep and let him lay his head in her lap, and then she called somebody else in to get his hair cut. But anyway, I'm feeling Samson and Delilah tomorrow night, and then on Wednesday,
I knew that
guest coming to the table.
I knew that, Country Boy.
A young man out of. You did?
I knew that. I did.
Man, a lot of people didn't.
I think I knew that. Okay, I'm sorry.
Very good.
It says, will CJ be with you?
I hope so, Miss Julie. It depends on his schooling. It depends on his schooling, how his schooling's going. And then Wednesday I have a young man out of, I think he's in Dallas. He's a college graduate, was a football coach up there. I think it was Cisco University or somewhere up there, graduate of Lamar University. So he'll be joining on Wednesday. So, but man, that's it. Other than that, if y'all have an opportunity, y'all check. Make sure you check out my co-host on Saturday with her new 105 The Block at 2 p.m. She will be sending out the link. She's got her hot show. She's all the way in California. Y'all thought y'all were going to hold her down. Y'all couldn't help her in Texas, so she went to the West Coast. She don't care. Y'all didn't want to do nothing in the Central, so she went to the West Coast. She said, forget y'all, I'm going West Coast. She doing West Coast action now. Yeah, she out there with the stars. Amongst the stars in California. So yes, y'all check out my co-host on Saturday, 2 p.m. The Block 105. And other than that, that's it. We rocking, we rolling. Thank each and every one of y'all. Thank you so very much, Miss Julie. I love you. Thank you, TikTok, my TikTok family over here. Thank y'all. Thank you, YouTube, for your support. Thank you, Chat with Trina on your Instagram.